Two new bills making its way through the Alabama House and Senate would toughen punishments for running away from the police. The latest legislation regarding police chases in the state. House Bill 37 and Senate Bill 233 would make eluding a police officer a felony in the state of Alabama. Fox 54's Gabe Glassman explains the impact these bills could have if they're signed into law.
New legislation in Alabama could bring harsher penalties for those charged with eluding police. House Bill 37 and Senate Bill 233 would raise the minimum offense for eluding police from a misdemeanor to a felony. They would also create minimum sentences for repeat offenders in cases with higher risk, like fleeing with children in the car or hitting an officer's car. Hartselle Police Chief Alan McDermott says if signed into law, this legislation would bring more accountability.
If they strike a police officer's vehicle, if anybody gets hurt in the pursuit because of what they're doing. So there is a lot of little caveats in there that's going to make it a lot, well, you can't say safer for the public, but if the public were to get injured, then it's going to hold them accountable to multiple different things. Once somebody's sitting in jail for a few days after a second offense under this new law, that they're going to think about it a little bit harder. It's going to have some more penalties and a Class C felony. You know, if they've got other felonies in the past, it can send them to prison.
But this isn't the first time vehicle pursuits have been discussed during this legislative session. District 3 Senator Arthur Orr introduced Senate Bill 120, limiting when law enforcement agencies can engage in vehicle pursuits after the police chase which killed 17-year-old Tristan Hollis in Hartselle. In Huntsville, Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 News.
The bills gained support from Governor Kay Ivey during her State of the State address last month, saying she looks forward to the bill reaching her desk. Also from the state capitol, the Alabama Senate passing a bill today that would allow the death penalty in certain violent crimes against children. The legislation would make some felony sex crimes against children under 12, including first-degree rape, sodomy, and sexual assault, capital crimes punishable by death. The legislation is now headed to Governor Kay Ivey's desk, where it's expected to be signed. If approved, the law would take effect October 1st.